Like, sir, can you sit down and... Dumelang guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Padi and this is a Padi Phadi. In order for you to join my lovely party, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and be sure to have the notification bell turned on. Today's video is one outside of my comfort zone because I hardly do Q&As, but I'm actually quite excited. And before we dive straight into it, I come bearing the most exciting news ever. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have an inkling, you know, a slight idea of what I'm talking about. Basically, I have partnered up with a platform called Trover Trip to embark on a journey to Bali in July. I am beyond excited for this trip. It will be happening in July for my birthday, period. We're gonna explore both Canggu and Ubud for 7 days, and the itinerary is out of this world, from beach clubs to Balinese cooking lessons, spa days, temple visits, some good old poolside chilling, cocktail sipping. The gag is I cannot do this by myself. I literally need 8 people to join me on this trip. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, please visit the link that I've attached in the description box. All the information that you need is on the website. If you have any more questions, queries, my DMs are always open, and so is the comment section. Without further ado, let's get straight into these questions. There's so many of them, scared. The first question is, what's your height? You guys can tell that I'm a Cortez. The last time I checked, my height was like 5'4". Somewhere between 5'3" and 5'4". Not that there's much of a difference, but yeah. Which school did you go to? I went to a school called Versus College in Springs. How long have you been friends with Lanzi? Also, do you guys fight? Good question, because we've actually been friends for 10 years this year. Do we fight? We don't fight at all, but in the same breath, I'm not trying to paint our friendship as like this perfect thing. I think we always both try to operate from like a baseline of love and respect. So the fights or the altercations, the disagreements are very, very minimal. Even if they do occur, it's something we can move past very easily. Someone asked, what's your type? I don't mean to answer this diplomatically, but like, I feel like you can't really deduce what my type is, especially physically. For me, if you treat me well, if you're well-mannered and you court me well, Someone asked, what is your New Year's resolution? At the top of my head, and I feel like if you're no stranger to this channel, you know this too, I am in dire need of working on my time management skills. It has to be one of the most things I hate about myself. Like, I wish I could just wake up and get it right. So that's definitely number 1 on my list. Other than that, I would say I definitely want to pick up more hobbies this year. I was actually speaking to one of my mates about this. I just really want to participate in hobbies this year, baking, painting. Yeah, but those are the 2 important ones for now. So the next question is, you look amazing. How do you stay so consistent with gym and eating healthy? Thank you so much. To be very fair with you guys, I think there's room for improvements via healthy eating. In terms of gym though, let me break it down to you. So once I stopped perceiving the gym as something I quickly resort to once I've gained weight, or as like a momentary fix for looking a certain way, maybe for a wedding or vacation, then I started showing up for myself more consistently. Also, I feel like training and just healthy eating is like a mind over matter situation. Once you train your mind that you need to do this, whether you feel like it or not, whether it's raining or whether it's scorching hot, you just get yourself to do it. Also, once you crack the consistency code, then you'll see that it has a ripple effect. So for example, if you commit to going to the gym 4 times a week, right, and you keep that up for, let's say, a month, you're inevitably going to build strength, and the improved strength and endurance that you have to get through a workout is going to build confidence. and you're sort of going to feel like you have this under control. You're not going to dread it anymore, and you're not going to be intimidated by it. Once that happens, the results mo ngwaneng. Also, one thing about going to the gym, you're going there to fetch some endorphins. It is so good for your mental health, you guys. So yeah, just be patient with yourself. Give it a shot as many times as you can. I think once you get rid of the all or nothing approach, you start making progress. So mates, if you plan on going to the gym 5 times and you only do 3 or 2, that's fine. Don't be too hard on yourself. Then next week you'll do 2 again. The following week you'll do 3. It's more of like a work in progress, and it really necessitates patience and extending a lot of grace to yourself. Okay, dream car. The Porsche 911, baby. The next question is pet peeve in a relationship. I think once the romance starts to die down, my love is dying down with it. Hey, I don't want to act tough, guys.
I won't act tough. I won't act like a steering.
There's nothing that puts me off like a blatant discrepancy between someone's approach during courtship and just how they behave once they've attained you. Keep the same energy, brother. The next question is, do you ever experience imposter syndrome? If yes, how do you navigate those feelings? Babe, imposter syndrome had me so this very morning. It dribbles me on most days, but I think it's just like a matter of trying to get out of your head. Yeah, I don't think I answered that question as well as I would have liked to, but and I suffer from it a lot. What's your New Year's resolutions? When are you coming back to Kenya? I've already answered the first part of this question. In terms of the second part, when are you coming back to Kenya? If it were up to me today, if it were up to me right now, I would be Benekant inside Kenya Airways. What a beautiful country. The next question is, what's your favorite thing to do? Shopping. Oh, and like, I don't discriminate. I can go to the mall right now, or I can browse through a website for hours on end. Guys, I love to shop. Next question. Oh, I've been evading all the questions about dating. Are you single? Romantic love? So much. Will we truly ever know, hey? Yeah. Ooh. And the next question is, do you see yourself working a 9 to 5 in the future? It's a hard yes from me. Definitely. You just never know what the future holds, hey? And like, Cyril's economy also just doesn't feel like a walk in the park. It doesn't feel like a picnic, you know? It doesn't feel like you're on holiday. So, dada what you must when you must, son. The next question is, what does the name Banze mean? I love it so much. Thank you very much. The direct translation of Banze is girls are enough. For those of you who don't know, I have 2 older sisters, so I guess when I came, my parents were just like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough. Yo, I love that video so much. No, but on the real, I think my parents anticipated a boy, and when they realized that they were gonna have another girl, they kind of just felt like that's about enough. Guys, there's so many questions. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them. Just heads up. Are you the last born? Yes, I am. So when are you getting a kid? My brother, like, what are you asking me? You're gonna have to take that one up with the man above. But realistically, after marriage. The next question is, do you read a lot of books because your vocabulary, child? I read. Girl, I try. I wouldn't necessarily say I read as much as I watch TV though. Like, I read, but like a normal person. I don't go hard. I'm not a bookworm. Wachola. Hi man. Songbon. Are you seeing anyone? Damn.
No. Yo.
Next question that does not pertain to dating. So the next question is, what did you study in uni? How did you get into content creation? This is a good question because those journeys are sort of intertwined. Okay, so to answer the first question, I did a BA in psychology, sociology, and law. I'm doing this with law because I'm going to get into it. So The plan was to always do a triple major in sociology, psychology, and law, right? Cool. Get there. Law's a bit of a toughie. It's kicking my behind. But, you know, I'm a very determined person, and I just felt like by fire, by force, I'm going to get this thing. Cool. In 2019, I graduated, but at the time, I was eligible to graduate because I already had sociology and psychology, but I hadn't completed all of my legal theory modules. My plan was to go back the following year and complete those modules and then proceed to do my LLB. Sharp. I think there was a sub that I had to write that year, but I didn't write it because I just felt like I'd carry it over into the following year. What hindered me from doing that was that I wasn't allowed to aggregate that module. So they basically told me that I couldn't carry it over to the next year. I'd have to repeat the module that I failed, and then only would I be able to complete all the other modules that I hadn't completed. You know, I won't lie, I was quite disheartened. When things don't pan out the way you've obviously anticipated or expected, it stings, you know, like you're kind of disappointed in yourself. So now I was kind of just like,
what the hell we gonna do now?
This is awkward. Like, where to from here? How am I gonna break the news to my mom? If I have to incur one more year and live in Grahamstown for an extra year, I'm going to unalive myself. Honestly, I was just really over living there, and the fact that it is a very primitive area did not help me in any way. Like, bro, I really don't want to be here. Then I'm gonna wake up to like no water for 3 days. Are you kidding me? I'd been away from home for a very long time, so I really missed my family. My nephews were growing, and I just felt like I was missing out on like the important stages of their growth. Yeah, like it was a bit of a dichotomy because on the one end I really wanted to finish what I'd started, but on the other end I just felt like my journey in Grahamstown had come to an end, and gafosta. And like I really wrestled with the idea of coming back to Joburg because I'm not one to give up easily. Like it takes a lot for me to throw in the towel unless huapala. So yeah, I psyched myself up, packed my bags, and now the issue was how I was going to break this to my mom, because now my mom is strict. She doesn't play games. Broke the news to her. I wouldn't necessarily say she received it extremely well, but I guess she wasn't too hard on me because I mean I had at least gotten a degree. So she saw the glass half full and she asked me what the plan was. At the time, I'd already dabbled into like content creation, and my sisters and I had been curating pop-up shops for our garden closets, period. Hey, what a time. As I've actually lived here, yo. The focal point was continuing with our garden closets and, you know, dabbling into content creation here and there. I won't lie, it was a bit of an existential crisis, but I found solace and confidence in the fact that I could continue with something, you know? Like I wasn't just gonna sit at home, twiddle my fingers. Sharp. How? I got my degree in 2019. 2020 I was supposed to go back to varsity. That didn't happen. Gaza, lockdown. I wanna guys bophelo how do I confirm ane ke mo bo go bontshang teng gore no man, I'm the boss, I'm in charge, you saw. And so now, because of all the restrictions that came with lockdown, we couldn't continue with pop-up shops. Content creation, my sister, what were you saying? What about our garden closets? Lol. So yeah, at the time literally everyone was creating content. There was nothing to do but create content. So that's when I immersed myself fully into content creation. I started becoming more visible, I guess, and by virtue of that started working with brands. I really wasn't aware of this career prospect until 2016. So I mean, I am very grateful to live in an era that fosters lucrativeness in the digital space. Like, as I said, I never really knew where to channel my creativity. And the fact that this career prospect emerged when I was getting into varsity and it was an option, it was something for me to fall back on. And yeah, so that's when I started my YouTube channel. So when I started creating content during lockdown, I realized that I actually really enjoy this. Like, yo, I just rambled there, hey, damn. Next question is, do you think fat and set is important before getting married? Food for thought, hey? I'm kind of ambivalent about that because I know a lot of people who've done that and it worked for them, so shout out. I'm also like a big advocate for people doing things their own way and not necessarily conforming to like social standards. But in the same breath, when it comes to Fat and Set, I'm hearing the traditional views against it. Like, I'm hearing what the mums are saying. Would I do it? Definitely not, because as I said, my mom is so strict. She would set that apartment on fire. Le makale gore yo bathong ba re Vanessa o chile le boyfriend. The next question is advice for upcoming and aspiring influencers. I would say pick a niche and just stick to it. Make sure you post content that is centered around that niche. Where do you draw your fashion inspiration from? A lot of people, especially online, like Orion Destinies, Margaret Zhang, Tracy Ellis Ross, Kourtney Kardashian, I've been obsessing over her style for years, literally since I was a kid, like ever since I started watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I was definitely in like primary school. But I think right now I'm mostly focused on shaping my own fashion sense. So like, I mean, I do draw a lot of inspiration online, but I don't think I truly get to execute it the way I'd like to. Like, I think I just pick what I need to pick in my wardrobe and I make it work. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I need to hurry up and valid this thing because my battery's gonna die soon. Growing up, what did you want to be or what inspired you? I feel like mass media back then, or the mass media that I was exposed to back then, was centered around women in talk. So if you think about Tyra Banks, Oprah Winfrey, also Kimora Lee used to inspire me so much. I was just like, this woman is on it. Like, she stood on business before we knew what that concept was. You know, she just had like boss ass bitch energy. She was so poised. She was just running the show. Like, you know, she was just like in control. I really like that. Yeah, hey. Some of these questions say. What is your hip and waist measurement since you've been gymming? The last time I checked, my waist was around like what, 64, 65 centimeters, and my hip area was around 118. Yeah. Would you ever consider leaving SA for good? Definitely not for good. I'm actually a very patriotic person, and like, I love this place, eh? Also, like, outside of patriotism, I am a very nostalgic person, right? That's why I love spending time at home. Any chance I get, I visit my grandmother's hood in Fosoras. Just like, even if it means walking around the hood, do something I used to do in my childhood. So guys, how am I gonna buy the ice or mapuja? Oh, London. I can't. Guys. The next question is, growing up, were you a mama or daddy's girl? Definitely a mommy's girl through and through. Love my dad though. Next question is, as a young sister, how do you foster a good relationship with your older sisters? Do you filter what you share with them? I've always had a very solid relationship with my sisters. I think our upbringing sort of fostered that for us. What I would say is, and just like showing up and going the extra mile is what I think I do to foster a good relationship with my sisters. I don't know, when it comes to my sisters, my boundaries are a bit more malleable, and I'm not strict at all. Like, if it's time for me to show up, I am showing up, and I'll probably exceed your expectations as a sister. Hopefully. I hope. Your relationship status. Okay, this is interesting. In a garage.
Imagine,
Oh, in a garage of 4, which cars are you getting? Time to dream. Okay, remember I said the Porsche 911. I definitely get I think a G-Wagon is a very sexy car. Can the cars just be luxury cars? Is that allowed? I mean, I get it, we're dreaming right now. Nah, sharp. I don't mind a Bentley, hey? Which one? I can show. A Bentley truck, apparently. Let me Google this quickly. Mara yona ke a itse and ke a batla. Yes. Nkarele eng gape? A BMW, like a 1 Series, I don't know. As you're getting older, what are the things that you dislike that you probably used to enjoy? Guys, remember that era of snapping everything, like everything, every moment. So definitely that, hey, like I'm not big on snapping every single moment, snapping everything that I do, snapping everything that I eat, snapping every single person I'm with. It's boring. Already answered that. Does Nike sponsor you? Okanye uyazifela and just fell my doll. And do you know what? 1111, a paid partnership with Nike. I say belief. From my mouth to God's ear. Growing up, who did you fight with the most between your sisters? Growing up, oh, definitely we're not. I won't lie. As a child, I was actually such a handful, hey? Yeah, but Nolan and I used to fight a lot growing up. I think it's because like we're closer in age. Are you actually from Guatemala? Mini style court to be specific. Yes, to the Guatemala, but not mini style court. So like what's one life-changing situation or moment that shaped the woman you are? My sister. Girl, I don't know. A life-changing situation was definitely losing my grandmother and my father in a space of like 5 to 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. The deaths were quite close, and yeah, the loss really took its toll on me. But here we are. You know how life is. Life goes. Where were you born, doll? I was born in the East Rand of Johannesburg, in Springs, Guatemala to be exact. Beast from the East, what's good? As you stepped into your 20s, what made you realize that, oh snap, I'm an adult now? That's a good question. When I had to deprioritize buying clothes for furniture. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. Also, paying bills. I got so many bills, bitch. So much shit. How did your friendship / sisterhood with Landy Gamma start? This is gonna be a bit of a long one. So Landiwe came to my high school in grade 11. I was late that day, and she always says, oh, Vanessa was late that day, true to form. But to be fair, I was late because I think my parents had like the dates mixed up, so it was my dad's fault. But anyway, cool, get to school, there's this new girl, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who's this? But whatever, like I'm trying to get my textbooks, I'm trying to figure out which class I'm in, whatever. I think the following day we realized that we were in the same math class, and she sat behind me, and I was like, okay, Vanessa, this is your chance, bitch, this could be your friend. When Landiwe sat behind me, I was like, this could be the start of something new. I speak to her now. Cool, I turned behind and I'm like, hi, how are you? How are you enjoying your time at Veritas College? Obviously, I had to be polite and got pap. And she's like, I'm good. It's okay. You know, like small talk, nyana. So she was holding a book. Sorry. She had this book that she was holding, and I decided to create small talk about the book. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what book are you reading? Are you like a bookworm? And to this day, that conversation is so off kilter for the both of us, because I don't think Landiwe and I have ever spent a single day reading together. But when we had that conversation, we were both the biggest bookworms on earth. Next thing you know, there's a math project that you're supposed to do with a partner. You know when the teacher talks about a 2-man project now, you start wondering, your eyes start wandering around the class. So I pulled a young. And my girl reciprocated. Sharp. I mean, we were in grade 11, so the project that we had to do definitely couldn't happen like after school. So we planned a sleepover. And yeah, we've literally just been inseparable since I come back. We're slowly but surely losing natural lighting. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so the next question is, what advice would you give to yourself in your final year of high school? Push, my sister. You know, you have to be so intentional about giving it your all. Don't wing it. Plan and just execute aggressively. Like, stick to your schedule. Next year. I swear. Next question is, what do you use for your skin? You have the most flawless skin ever. Thanks, girl. Can I tell you a fun fact? Hey, I literally did not think much of my skin for the longest time ever. I mean, I was grateful I didn't like breakouts or whatever, but I didn't think I had good skin. So I have a few favorites, like the Olay Vitamin C and Niacinamide range, Chef's Kiss. Neutrogena also has very nice affordable ranges. My favorites, my ultimate favorite since high school, Marriage and How Many Kids You'd Want. Yo, absolutely, God willingly. For the longest time I actually wanted 3 children, but the way my life is set up right now, I think I'll even settle for 2. Yeah, 2 is a good number. Boy and a girl. A lot of people actually ask me this question: do you have a full-time job and YouTube on the side, or does YouTube sustain you? I don't have a full-time job, guys. Does YouTube sustain me? Not at the moment. Paid partnerships also really help me on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. At the moment, there's something wrong with my AdSense account and I need to sort that out ASAP Rocky. Someone asked favorite perfume. Mango Skin by Volham is definitely one of them. Black Orchid by Tom Ford. And what else? I actually got this in a PR package. It's called the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Oh my gosh, it smells divine. I think I'm very drawn to like sweet scents, so I want to smell like candy. Like, I want to smell edible. The next question is, how was high school for you? Were you a top achiever? High school was so much fun. Hey, I definitely struck a balance between fulfilling my obligations as a learner, obviously, and just a whole lot of clownery. Hey, yo. I couldn't get up to a lot of mischief though, because my parents were very strict. So the last thing I wanted was to have my parents called by the principal. So yay, but in the same breath, I definitely wasn't like the most obedient quiet girl in a little corner. Nope. Was I a top student? No. I got B's for the most part. In matric, I got really good results though, and that's what counts the most, surely. What did you study at Rhodes, and do you plan to practice / work in that field? I kind of already answered that. Do I plan to practice / work in that field? Probably. Hey, probably yes. I don't see why not. I mean, we don't know what the future holds, so yeah. What are the values and principles that you would want your ideal husband to possess? Time to put my thinking cap on. Okay, definitely a God-fearing man. That is like a non-negotiable for me. And obviously the usual: loving, compassionate, someone who respects me, supportive, considerate, the works. Please be a provider, hey? And not to say that like I will assume a very inactive role in my financial standing, but like, can you please be a provider? I'm begging you. And please, hey, I'm not saying that because I don't believe in holding my own down. What do you use to maintain your hairline? Do I have a hairline? Guys, I don't know what is happening, but over the last year and a half, I have suddenly become one of those people who have troubled hairlines. Somebody help. So I use the Mizani Miracle Length Hairline and Root Stimulator, and it fought for its life to restore some order. This is how it looks. Guys, before I used this product, my hairline was literally in shambles. I was this close to cutting my hair. Oh, this is a cute one. I've always wanted to ask, what does Padi Phadi mean? A subby from across the border here. So, Padi is my surname, and then Padi is party. So, Padi, party, basically. It's like a play on words that I use to refer to my people. Did you always know you will one day become a content creator? Definitely not, guys. Guys, for the most part of my life, content creation didn't even exist to me. Why so gorge Nditini live from Kenya? Love you too. Why do you take so long to upload? I'm getting cooked. But valid. Why do I take so long? Guys, I don't know, like, it's definitely not something I intend on doing, but I will say that sometimes I overthink and my desire to produce like really, really good, borderline perfect content is so counterproductive. I second guess myself and I'm doubtful of what I'm putting out there. So I mean, I'm a work in progress, but as I said, this year in consistency. So are you the last born? If so, which one of your sisters do you look up to the most? I am the last born. Why does everyone keep asking that? Do I give last born energy? No, I'm kidding. I'll let you answer that, but like, no. Please. Yo, we're losing natural lighting. It's not looking good. I have to wrap this up very quickly. Which one of your sisters do you look up to the most? Definitely both of them. Bonolo and Roberto are doing so well for themselves, and I'm super, super blessed to have them as older sisters. Hey Vanessa, not a question, but you're so pretty. Thanks, sis. What does your laziest day look like? Oh, I love lazy days. How'd you know? So typically hop into the shower. I just like to be clean during lazy days, I've noticed, and probably like binge watch comedy shows. Hey, so like The Office, Big Bang Theory, Schitt's Creek, Modern Family. Like, yeah, no, you know, like when you watch those shows, like you're entertained, but you don't have to actually use a brain cell. Yeah. And probably order a whole lot of food. Hey, your body that I admire so much, did you get work done? I didn't, girl. I put that on my mama and the azure. What's your aspiration in life? My aspiration in life is to be happy. As cliche as that might sound, I really just want to be happy. I really just want to live life finding joy in the smallest moments and the smallest things. Oh, so it's actually happiness and fulfillment. I would die if I left this earth feeling like I did not live a life that was purpose driven. Hey, this person is a pocket watcher. Yay, Reda. Jungile. How old are you, Vanessa? I'm 26 going on 27. The age is starting to sound a bit too serious for my liking, hey? Damn it. Guys, I still got the challenge, kick on gig now. I have to use my softbox because we have officially lost natural lighting. Top 5 indoor eggs. Oh, only 5. I'm kidding. You know those oaks who are just too engrossed in Instagram lives, like, sir, give it a break. And please, like, don't get me wrong, there obviously are exceptions, like artists. A lot of DJs do it. Yeah, no, sharp, I get it, span. But if you're just doing it for entertainment, like you're at Groove live, you're at home live, you're live, smoking happily, live, come on. And when it comes to this one, my mates, no, cause lecherous men, like men who are starving and they show it, like they're famished, bro. Why so hungry, dog? Yeah. Like, can you exercise some self-control, hey? Nah. Mark me absent. Give me 0. Gents who still plait their hair, dye their hair blonde, hairstyle. I don't want to say a lot because, like, please, you're free to be yourself, but no. I can't think of another one. Gents who like to meddle in women's business. Like, what are you doing? Did you want to like go kick a ball or something? Like super sportsy guy. When niggas just start to have too many opinions about things that pertain to women, why? I mean, I could go on forever, but too many questions to attend to. Saved by these questions. How long was your longest relationship? I think about 2.5 years. Yeah. Break. Tips on increasing Instagram following. I think I'm the best person to answer that question, but I've heard people say I'm posting consistently. Is it something that I do? Nope. But apparently it works. Hope this causes no offense, but we always see you with your mom. Is your dad still with you? Unfortunately not, baby girl. Unfortunately not physically, but he is still with me. He passed away when I was in grade 11. How has dating in your 20s been? What do you look for in a partner? So I've already answered the second part of the question. How has dating been in your 20s? Girl, I don't know. I'm like usually in relationships. So not a fan of the dating scene, to be quite honest with you. And the less I have to participate in it, the better. Dating and going on dates, getting to know people and acting a certain way, and you don't want to come off too strong, but also you don't want it to seem like you don't have enough interest. It's too much. It's too much. I literally want to know all about you that I can't think of the first question. That's cute. I hope you get to know me through all the questions everyone else has asked though. Age, answered that. Tribe, Motswana. What you studied at uni, already answered that. What happened to that dude that used to follow you around the gym? When I catch him, girl, that person just disappeared into thin air. Hey, like I literally had that one encounter with him and I never saw him ever again. And you know what, he must keep it that way. Would you date a nigga your age? Probably. How do you deal with friendship breakups? Fortunately, I've actually not experienced a lot of these, but I mean, I don't struggle with the reconciliation of the demise of any friendship or even romantic relationship. I just feel like it was clearly not meant to be, so bye. Your hair is stunning. Thank you. What do you use? Your hair is stunning. What do you use? We had our things that we done. Like sometimes just like fun. It feels good. Just for fun. To be fair. Thank you. To be fair. Nah, my hair is not my hair. To be fair, my hair is not as good as it used to be. Do you love Lanzi? Because she loves you apparently. That's from her. Ha ha ha. Love you more, Twong. Why are you strict like when someone comes to share like you? Or when I catch you? I don't know, hey. Men are just not my favorite. Yeah, so it's just like so difficult for me to take interest in men like that. Because, do you know what I mean? Like they just, my sister said, aye. Valid, but not like, because some of these questions, do you follow a specific diet? I don't for the most part, but I do try to eat clean. Do I do it successfully? I think 70%, yeah. I try myself out. I try my best. You look like an introvert. Are you one? Yes and no. Like, I feel like I'm an introvert with extroverted qualities. Because, I mean, there are times where I'm like, ooh, and like, it's giving life of the party a little bit. I like making friends when I'm at Groove or like in a social environment. But in the same breath, I'm not Yiso. Like even right now, I've been talking for about 3 hours and my mouth area is numb. How do you maintain being a good amount of privates but also presence on socials? Yeah, no, striking a balance between the two definitely gets convoluted, but I think you just have to be intentional and cognizant of what it is that you put out there. I know that I like to keep my romantic life off socials. I think I'm gonna cap it here, you guys. Thank you so much for sending your questions through. I really tried my best to get through most of them, and I think I did. This was fun. I hope you guys know me a little bit more. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video. And subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Bye.